Hey YouTube, welcome back to Cattails. For those of you who are just now viewing us for the first time, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and hopefully we can get you some more videos. This video is, I want to say, tried out a new spot and it worked out pretty good. I mean, I didn't catch exactly what I wanted to catch, but it was something. I heard a lot about this spot. It's close to the house, so hey, give it a shot. So I went there. I didn't have my homemade dip bait with me. I had one seriously old frozen shad, I mean not shad, skipjack, and I had chicken livers with me. So what I'm going to show you right now is how I actually rigged those chicken livers, so that way, you know, you can, for future reference, you know, I'm sure there's other videos on how to do this, how to keep these chicken livers on your hook, cast them out as far as you can, and don't have to worry about losing your chicken livers. What I have here is something similar to spandage. You find it mostly in your medical supplies, things like that. Don't look for it on your at a bait shop or a tackle supply store. Generally, you won't find it. But go online and look up your medical supplies, stuff like that. Here I have a cloth version, and you'll see it's got some great stretchability to it. Great mesh, so that way your chicken liver, the scent goes through it. I like these better than what most people talk about as far as your stockings. Stockings, they're all good. You know, if it works for you, great. To me, it doesn't get enough scent in the water. I want something that's going to be durable and have enough mesh to actually give that fish what it's searching for when it smells it. So how I rig it. So first I'll cut off maybe about 1-2 inches, just like that. Then I'll take my hook and I will start to work the hook around to close off one end of it. Now we have the hook and an open end. So here's your open end. She's so gonna kill me, but okay. So let's say this sock is chicken liver. So you place it inside, close it up, and where your hook point is, just bring it back around and seal it off. So now what I like about this, even though you'll see in the video some of which they'll grab the end of it, depending on, I'll say bullheads versus channel cats, they'll grab the end of it, but you have plenty of hook exposed. And with plenty of hook exposed, by the time they get to the hook, it's a done deal. But this is how I like to rig them. Cast it as much as you want, cast it as far as you want, and then when you're ready to rebait, all you have to do, I mean, it's a little work, but once you work it back off, you can always use this very same one, open it back up, and put in new liver. So it gives you a great chance to minimize the usage of your resources. You don't have to use as much. That's why I like these cloth ones so much. Wish sells a lot of these also. They have one from China that is it dissolves in water. It was a great idea. I messed around and bought it, and unfortunately, it melts as soon as you touch it if your hands are wet. And when you're working with chicken livers, your hands are going to be wet. So I probably wouldn't recommend that. Outside of that, oh, I also wanted to tell you that unfortunately I didn't get to film every bit of the fishing, because once the biting started, once the fish started heating up, the fishing was phenomenal. It was doing great as the sun was going down, but my camera battery died on me. Usually I'll bring a battery pack with me so I can continuously charge my batteries, but unfortunately I didn't have my battery pack with me, so I apologize for that. But I have turned this video into not so much as a how-to, but a bullhead catfish, brown and yellow bullhead catfish fishing video, and how to cook. So catch and cook, pretty much. So you guys stay tuned. Hope you enjoy, and like and subscribe, and hope to be able to see more of you guys soon, as you will be seeing more of me. Half the blood spilled out into the cooler.
Not like we're not next to the water and he's not anything else.
I know, I was kind of using that blood for soaking this into. But look at you, caught some line. Big bullhead.
What's that?
He's like barely hooked too.
He got it. Was just hanging out.
Good size bullhead though. Thank you. I reckon we put him with the rest of them. Yep. I believe this might be a bullhead. Nope, missed him. Must have been a channel cat. See if I can go out there and catch him.
Looking at the lines. I was like, oh, your line is moved up.
Already getting a bite. I just threw it out there. See?
I'm watching it in the boat. I see the line.
He just my luck is actually a bluegill. Like,
Picking at that little piece hanging off.
yeah. Yep, been there, done that. That was a good sized fish. In shallow water.
Yeah,
That's no more than 2 feet deep.
way over there.
All that over there in that cove is about 2 feet. Alright, we put it down. Got that one. Oh, he got off. He was pulling my rod slowly away from me. Well, fish are not active. I got one running with it. Got him. Nice bite. Bigger bullhead. Get out of that line. Oh yeah, much bigger bullhead. Big old yellow bullhead. I guess this is a bullhead catfishing video today. And I'm going to use that same piece of bait. One of the best things about using that mesh. Like Catfish Dave said, Heather, no longer just a video, now it's a fishing video.
Where are you?
Bring it here, I'll fix it for you. Oh. There goes another one. You want this one? Got him. I think I got one on the float too. Another bullhead. These are the biggest bullheads I've seen anywhere around here. Arrgh. Fun on light tackle. And I'm going to use that same piece of bait again.
That's your lucky bait.
How many people can say they've used chicken liver 3 or 4 times on 3 or 4 fish? Yep. Not even going to refresh it. Use it just like this.
You wanna do some of this?
Now that's fishing. Why not? Let's see if she consumes them.
You won't be at the lake like she has anaphylactic shock.
Oh.
Look how she is.
That's what I get for not paying attention. I'm sitting here watching the float because the float's up and down again. Got him. Oh, he let it go. Oh, he had just a piece of it. That's all right. Still throwing it back out there. Let's just drop it again. I'll go ahead and check the float because it keeps. Nope. Now they got all the bait. Now I have to put some fresh in there. It's one of the things I love about these cloth meshes. Just open it back up, put more in. instead of having to just keep trying to use another one after another one. Alright, so let's get this party started. So before the cooking part, what I'm going to do is show you how I clean these things. Everybody cleans them different. This is just how I prefer to clean them. To me, maximizes how much meat I get as opposed to just butchering them. Definitely always make sure you have a sharp knife. Alright, that's first and foremost. If I can get some of these gloves out. There we go. Now, as I was showing you, these are some of the biggest bullheads I've ever seen in my life. But alright, so I will always make an incision right behind that bone that sticks out behind the pectoral fin, and I will angle it upwards, and then following the backbone. Once you get past the rib cage, poke it through, come all the way down. Right. Once you get that, come back and take your knife and you'll slide it right over that rib cage, making it a completely boneless fillet. There, that is completely 100% boneless. Don't have to go try to dull your knife on that rib cage, and as you see, all the meat's gone straight to the bone. Alright, some people they like the belly meat when they're big enough. By all means, yeah, you can do the belly meat. Bullheads, channel cats, belly meat's not my thing. They reside too much on the bottom. They don't swim around enough. Blues and flatheads, different story. Way better tasting, but that's just my preference. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these cleaned up, and then we'll jump right into the cooking. All right, folks. So now that we have these fillets, you see how nice and pink and white that they are. There is a lot of misconceptions about bullhead catfish. No matter if it's the yellow bullhead, brown bullhead, black bullhead, doesn't matter. They have another nickname. They call them, I believe it is the mud cats. So understand that just because, you know, something resides in a muddy area doesn't make them made of mud. Some people say that they taste like the mud. Well, I mean, the bellies might, but the flesh itself, these catfish do not eat mud. You know, contrary to popular belief, people think that bullheads are either made of mud, taste like mud, and the gist is pretty much, now maybe the belly meat might, because sometimes they will sit in the mud to stay warm, but all catfish are primarily predators. Contrary to popular belief, that's what they are. So for those that sometimes come across a a weird taste, just like with any other catfish, you have that swim muscle. Let's see if I can find one. I left one for you. Here we go. That very red meat. And I mean, really, the best way is, if you don't want to have to deal with that, cut it out. Trying to find that one piece that I left for you guys. Here we go. All right, so if you don't want to have to deal with it, just simply remove it. There you go. Just remove it. You know, remove as much of it as possible if you really don't want that taste. Now, another thing that I like to do is I will soak these in buttermilk. That's just one of my favorite things to do with all catfish, not just with bullheads, but with all catfish. But soak these in buttermilk. For those that don't like the gamey taste of the red meat back here, that buttermilk will remove a lot of that flavor, just so you know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everything prepared, and we're gonna start the cooking process. Okay, got the tester fry going, so make sure that the grease is hot enough. Main thing for your fries, you want to get a temperature that's just above medium. You actually want to fry your food and not burn it. Same thing with the fish. You want a nice medium to low, medium low for your fish, because you don't want to burn it. You don't want to flash cook it. You know, you want all the flavors to get into your fish and still be crispy and fried. So make sure you do not have your heat up too high for either one, or they will burn. All right, tester fry is starting to look good, so I'm about to place all the rest of my fries in there so that way they can start cooking. Being that the fries are going to take longer to cook than the fish, so obviously do the fries, or quote-unquote chips, first. Alright, so once your fries are cooked, you want to take you some seasoned salt and just to basically the taste on your fries. Make sure you get them mixed all around. Welcome to McDonald's. How may we help you?
You let somebody taste them just to make sure they're all right.
They're hot.
Hot?
Alright, so instead of using up all the grease in the house, I'm just going to use the same grease as I used on the fries. Take care of that. We'll let that cool. So what you want to do is take your filet, drain off the excess water, lay it in the cornmeal, turn around, make sure you pat hard all the cornmeal, creating a nice little layer. Shake off the excess and fry. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Okay, so this is what you're looking at. Golden brown fish, homemade French fries. Everything is going according to plan. So now what you're looking at, what we have here is a bit of magic. Okay, so hope you guys have enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned until we meet again.